I'm an advocate for protecting children. I have been on the Ingram Angle, CBN Network, and just recently had an article published on the Daily Signal. My website is newjerseymama.net, and feel free to look me up. I'm here to speak to you about gender identity and how it harms our children, teens, and young adults. I'm a mother who has a son that identifies as a woman, so I am well versed on the subject. I have personally seen the destruction gender identity causes. Transgenderism teaches children that they might be born in the wrong body, and they can choose to be a boy or girl regardless of biological truth. These are lies that are being fed to our children. Identifying as the opposite gender is not just about wearing what you want or celebrating with coming out rainbow parties. I've done my research, and what I have found out is horrifying. The trans activists and media won't tell you that children who are gender confused are prescribed puberty blockers, opposite sex hormones, which sterilize them, and they are set up for future barbaric surgeries. They won't tell you that 80% of children who are gender confused will learn to accept their biological bodies if they are allowed to go through puberty. I have given the men and women here a few pictures. One of them is Dr. Keith, who's a surgeon in New Jersey and performs multiple types of surgeries. Dr. Keith removes healthy breasts so teen girls can present themselves as a boy. There's also a photograph of what a top surgery looks like after the breast has been removed. Then there's genital surgery called phalloplasty. The skin from the arms or legs are removed to create a penis. Our boys and young men are offered vaginoplasty, which inverts their penis to create a vagina. If you would rather keep the penis, Dr. Keith says, we can simply remove the testicles. It's another option. I cannot show you those pictures. Those are extremely graphic. These photos should make you sick. You should be outraged that the state of New Jersey wants to teach our children about gender ideology and treat it as if it is normal. Transgenderism is a new, growing, and poorly studied worldwide phenomenon. We have a social contagion on our hands. Parents are told these treatments are well studied and safe, that they are warned that if they do not consent to medical treatments, their children are at higher risk of suicide. The only long-term follow-up study found substantially higher rates of overall mortality, suicide attempts, and psychiatric hospitalization among adults who surgically transitioned. We do not know the outcomes for our children. In 2013, Governor Christie signed into law the New Jersey Conversion Therapy Law for minors. The law includes the words gender identity and gender expression. This means it is illegal to help a child feel comfortable in their bodies, but it is legal to help them transition to a new body. Any adult who allows to teach gender ideology without researching the medical and psychological harms they are being careless. And I will even go to the extreme of saying it is child abuse. Here is a quote from a detransitioner, a young woman who transitioned to a man. And she said, I transitioned, but when I got older, I realized I will never be a man. I was not born in the wrong body, but I'm in the wrong body now, and there is no way to get out. I would like each of you...
excuse me,
That's
we're
fine.
very far over.
Basically, my last sentence is, how can you be comfortable with teaching this to your children, knowing what I have just stated and the pictures I showed?